Everyone is doing this trendy move. This trendy move has been around for thousands and thousands of years. It started with bow staff training, and now I use it as flow training, but I didn't start with the barbell. I started with the rope, and then it led me into the staff, and then the staff led me into the mace, and the mace led me into the barbell flow. And now that I did it in that order, I'm so thankful because I know so many people are actually getting hurt doing this because they don't understand how to actually be moving fluidly with where they should be going instead of forcing things. So let me break it down. I call this heaven and earth 360 flow. You can do this with a rope, you can do it with a mace, you can do it with a stick, you can do it with a barbell. However you choose to flow that day, let's learn it. Flow, we need to really understand that we are utilizing our whole body. Okay, can we do this with our feet still and not letting our lower body help us? Yes. Do we want to in this flow? No. We want to feel the entire body working in a fluid motion from foot, ankle, knee, hip, spine, shoulder, neck, all the way around. So that's how I'm going to teach you. Your rope, put both ends together. Make sure that they are shoulder width apart. Take this and now start to curl and coil to the right, like we're going to scoop something. So if we laterally flex and bring our right elbow to our right hip, we really want to start this movement of internally rotating and catching on that right side. So we can go ahead and pivot with that right heel, and most of our weight is going to be on this right side, on this right leg. We're going to be getting underneath and pushing and scooping while stabilizing with this top arm. Pushing, stabilizing. We're going to use our lower body and extend those hips and come up into more of a extension in our spine. From this position, we are going to take the left hand and start to scoop to the left. So I'm going to imagine scooping my left elbow into my left hip, giving more of this dropping into the left side while stabilizing with the right. And this means I'm going to push as we scoop with the left, and I'm going to pull with the right arm while opening up into external rotation of the right hip and following with the left, coiling to that right side. And now I'm going to take my right arm and bring it down. So my left elbow is going into my left hip. I'm going to then start to do that external rotation and pivot. That right arm is going to come down. So the right hip, the right elbow into the right hip, doing that coil. And we're back into that first position. Scooping, coming up, stabilizing, dropping into the left, over, scoop, the other way, we would just reverse. So we would start to go into that left, scoop, right, stabilize, rotate and push, down, scoop, rotate and push. Step it up with a stick, any kind of stick, a broomstick, a PVC pipe, a mobility stick, a stick off a tree. It doesn't matter. Just get a stick. Start the same way. Feet a little bit wider than hip width apart, palms facing down, holding the stick. We are going to take our right leg, pivot, telling us to take that right arm and coil, coming under, behind, opening up, coiling into that right side, coiling into that left side, rotating, scooping, extending, reverse. We're going to have that stick coil into that left as we extend up, coil into that right as we rotate, pivoting over, right, coil, scooping up with that left, coming in to that right, coil, over, left coil, right coil, pivot, scoop, our arms bent like so, and then we are going to coil into that left, scooping up, rotating the whole spine. See how the right is behind my head. I'm then going to coil with my spine into that right, and I'm pushing with my left back over my head. So this left has to push while this right anchors. And then I'm going to start to use my body and open up with my hips and now pull with this left, coiling into the left as my body follows. Now I'm anchored on the left and I'm pushing with the right to come down. And then I'm using my spine to coil into that right, pulling and pushing, pulling with the right, pushing with the left, rotating my hips and my spine, anchored at this right, anchored holding, and then I start to scoop with that left, driving the right elbow up behind me, push, rotate, push, coil, scoop, extend, flow. Let's do it with the mace now. So we're going to take the heavy part on the side that we're mostly going to be working. So if I'm mostly working this left side, this left scoop, kind of like a left punch, a left uppercut, a baseball swing, a softball swing, a golf swing. I'm working this left side clearly, okay? So if I'm going to be doing that, I'm going to have my ball end on that side. So I'm going to take my hand like I did with the stick and with the rope, the mace ball with my left hand, and I'm going to get into my first position by coiling into this left and dropping into it, driving this right elbow nice and high, pushing and scooping and uppercutting with that left while anchoring with the right, extending the hips, extending the spine, and then anchoring with that right as I take the left and push it over my head as I coil into the right side with my right elbow and my right hip. Then I'm going to rotate my left leg into external rotation while bringing the mace ball down and pushing the mace handle over my head, coiled into this left side. Then I'm going to coil and bring that right elbow into that right hip, externally rotate that right hip, internally rotate the left as I drive that right elbow up, scoop and coil into the left into that first position. And then from there, finding your flow. And of course, if we're going to do the left side, we got to do the right side. Take that mace ball on the right end, coil and pivot, uppercut, extend, push over with the right while anchoring with the left, follow over, coiling into the right, coiling into the left, rotating, scooping, extending. Now that you know where our feet and our hands are going to be, let's break down the movement. We are going to be coiling. If we're going to the right, we are going to be coiling into the right. So we're going to imagine coiling our right elbow into our right hip. Our left elbow is shooting to the sky and actually pulling up. So what's happening on the barbell is I am technically using a curl motion and technically doing a tricep extension. They're working as a push and a pull, which is making this effortless, but also how the body works. So now that we are in the position of coiled to the right, we are going to imagine scooping. So we're going to take our hip flexors and we're going to go into extension while pushing the bar with our right arm and rotating our spine to the left as much as possible. From this position, we are going to anchor the barbell with our left elbow and our left arm. We're going to then take our right elbow and our right hand and rotate the bar over our head, telling us to then coil into this left side, left elbow into left hip, until we take that rotation and that pivot. So that right leg is now going to go into external rotation, that left leg internal rotation, and the left arm is going to press while the right elbow anchors into the right side. Now we're going to coil left elbow into left side, right elbow poking up, external rotate with the left leg, internal rotate with the right, scoop and coil, extend, overhead, right coil, and start your flow. So I just showed you going to the right. So I'm going to go ahead and show you going to the left as I coil into this left side and drive this right side up. Then taking the barbell, pushing it up, going into extension with my hips. See how my spine is rotated, okay? From this position, anchoring that right side and pushing the barbell up and over your head. As you coil more into this right side, you might want to, before you do that, place the barbell on your shoulder, rotate into that left coil and then push, or simply go for this pivot coil press barbell, pivoting, anchoring the left, pressing out, taking it on your bar back, rolling it across, pressing and coiling into the right. Once you get the pivot barbell roll flow, you then can go ahead and start keeping the barbell off of your back into the heaven and earth barbell flow.